I'm Mrs. Sim Gamer.
And I'm Farmer Sim.
And welcome back to Court Farms, our multiplayer series.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, thank you, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. You're kind of in my way a little bit.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Of all the places I could stand in this massive field, I'm stood right here. Because are you really going to try and mow this entire field in that little tractor? It's not even a tractor, is it?
You just watch me. It's so nifty. Look how fast I'm going.
Yes, I'm watching. Well, there it is, everyone. That's going to be the entirety of this episode. Mrs. SG is going to try and mow our biggest field, I might add. It's not even a metre wide, is it? Oh, dear.
Whale of a time, though. Can you put a price on enjoyment, my friend?
No, you can't. You're clearly enjoying yourself. You're dressed as Maverick from Top Gun, and you're on your Husqvarna. Yes. All you need now is the what's it? Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone theme tune playing behind you.
I can do that. I can download it and put it over.
Yeah. Excellent. That would be amazing. That would be awesome.
I tell you what, I'm getting really close to the edges, so I could just cut the edges for you, which is what I'm doing, and then I will come up behind you with the tedder. So I am doing you a service.
Do you know what? Actually, you've made a yes. Okay, you've justified your childishness.
My fun. I've justified my fun.
You've justified your fun. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to go all the way over here by foot on my own, and I'm going to go and I'm going to jump in one of the tractors and I'm going to pick up the. I suppose as we just had a quick discussion before the video, we are going to run in this field today. We've got we need to essentially get it all tedded up into hay, because that's pretty much. It's not all we've got to do. We've our potato field here is full of weeds, but that needs to be cultivated before we can get around to planting a new crop of potatoes in there. All the other fields that we have on the farm are all planted and essentially growing and doing what they need to do. All the prep work has been done. They've all been limed. Obviously, they've been fertilised as we were seeding with our direct drill. They've all been rolled. Oh, unfortunately, Mrs. SG, do you remember the field stones that we had in the field?
Yep.
They've all gone because the roller rolled them under.
Oh,
yes.
Legend.
And because we have got field stones turned off, they shouldn't come back again. They were just there because of the start of the game, so to speak.
Start of the game, yeah, before we selected.
Yes.
Remove stones.
Absolutely. So.
This is the way.
This is the way. Yes, it is. So, I'm jumping in the Massey. Now, I am going to... What am I going to do? I'm just going to run the mower, and then you're going to follow behind with the tedder, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to fluff it up. Make it all lovely and dry.
Oh, goodness me.
Welcome to Lawn Mowing Simulator, everybody.
Yeah, Lawn Mowing Simulator. Oh, dear. But, and another thing, and I do hope that all of you wonderful, beautiful viewers who are watching this video can hear us better. We've finally got round to fixing our debacle of an audio problem that we've pretty much had since the start of our time together playing this game, haven't we? When we were playing on Purbeck, we always had uneven mic levels, and it was because of the nature and how multiplayer worked. Whereas now we have we're running Discord in the background, aren't we? So we're having a perfectly clear, pretty good quality conversation with no you're not too quiet, I'm not too loud, I hope, and I hope that you all can hear us both perfectly well for once.
Yes. Yeah, with PlayStation you can't record any other voices on Discord, so I could record mine, but I couldn't record Farmer Sims.
Yes.
And of course I've just switched over to PC, and it's just taken us a few weeks to get everything set up, really, hasn't it? I've done a whole loop in that time, buddy.
Do you know what? If I had a bag of sandwiches here, I'd just sit down on the ground here. There you go. I'd just watch you. try and do... What's this field, actually, in acreage? I'm interested now, just to see. Where are we? I mean...
Honestly, I'm having the best time ever.
I think it is actually one of the biggest on the 6.33 hectares.
Wow.
I don't know what that is in acreage. But anyway, yeah. So
well, I've gone close up to everything, so hopefully you shouldn't have too many collision issues.
No. You've clearly made a nice, neat, easy to follow. What have I just done there? Easy to follow headland.
Yeah, what I've done is a justification of me having fun.
You don't need
That's
to justify
what it is.
having fun, mate. You have fun.
It's so nippy.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. It was pretty good.
But anyway, I'm just doing a little bit more, just for the fun of it, and then that'll give you time to get a bit ahead of me with the tether.
No problem, mate. So, are you still in this field somewhere? Rattling around? Where are you?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. You're going round that way. I'm going to go round this way. So, yeah, let's see where we meet.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the little bit round. It's a little bit of a tricky area, which would be harder to navigate with that big mower. So I'm just going to do another little headland round it for you.
How very kind, mate. Thank you. Thank you.
I know.
Brilliant.
It's called doing a service.
Yeah. Teamwork, mate.
Teamwork.
Yes. So, happy to be back on here with you today, mate. We're
always
recording this of an evening tonight, aren't we?
We are. It's been a bit of a weird couple of weeks, and we've just sometimes in an evening, it's quite nice just to let the hair down and have a play, isn't it?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played this on in the evening, as it were. Since I sat at my computer, I tend to do all my videos and stuff during the day, but it's dark. I've got my little computer room here. It's got all the blinds drawn and stuff, and I've got my lamps on, and it's kind of cool sitting in my little corner in the dark with my little lamps on.
Proper cool.
Yeah.
Proper cool. And I've got one LED light. I need to get more. I need more LED lights in my life.
Yeah. I was considering getting one of them long RGB strips that you can like stick on like behind things to give backlights to your monitors and stuff. But
yes, that would be so cool.
Yeah, we've got that in the wee lad's room next door. In his when we set his bedroom up again last year, I think it was, when he got his PS5, and we've got him a new one of these. It's quite a decent desk, to be honest. But we got a couple of these RGB strips, and they're self-adhesive. So essentially, I just assembled the desk and then stuck this strip of lighting around the back of it all, and routed it around the back of his monitor and stuff. So essentially, from a remote control, he's got this massive, underglow, backglow, backlit thing, and it is really cool. It does look awesome. But he has significantly less tech on his desk than I do on here. I'm literally surrounded by. I mean, I've got. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monitors. I've got all within arm reach, and speakers and keyboards and USB extensions, and I've got a little USB desk fan. I've got the microphone on an arm that's right in front of my face here, and what have I got over there? I've got a docking station for my control pad and lamps and God knows what, mate. It's just underneath my desk is hell.
Junction.
Yes, it's wiring. It's neat. It is neat because I'm funny like that. I can't have a messy desk underneath with all the wires. So all of my wires, of which there are many wires, are all neatly cable clipped to the underside of my desk, so you can't see them. So it's all good, but there's still a lot. And then trying to incorporate 20 feet of RGB lighting into that as well. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, probably not the best idea, but it would look cool.
It would look cool, and it would. One day it will happen. One day it will happen. But for now, I'm just going to make do with. I do actually have Mrs. FARMERSIM bought me this for my birthday earlier in the year. It's an on-air sign, you know, like you have outside recording studios.
I love that.
Yeah,
You show me a picture of it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's way cool. And it's red, obviously, so I've got that stuck on the wall in front of me here. So I've got a red light that's kind of emanating around. My keyboard lights up red, my mouse pad lights up red around the outside. So yeah, it feels kind of cozy in this little corner here.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, I had a bit of a panic earlier, didn't I? We had a tiny power cut. It was like blip blip.
Yeah.
And my stupidly selfish, expensive screen, my monitor, would not turn back on.
It was a scary moment, wasn't it?
I had 2 sets of kittens.
Yeah.
I think it was all down to an extension cable in the end.
I know, but you were almost at the point. I think you'd been on the phone to Amazon,
Samsung,
and
Amazon,
Samsung,
all of them.
And incredibly, because this is the thing that didn't add up to me initially when you told me that was, yes, you'd had a power outage, and it was an extremely, very, very short power outage, like split second, but nothing else had been touched, like your plugs hadn't been touched or anything like that.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, when the power came back on, the monitor was like, no.
Dead to the world.
Yeah.
Dead to the world.
So for several...
So I've got...
Go on, sorry.
Sorry?
No.
No.
I was just going to say that for several hours you were, you know, frantically panicking around, trying to turn things off and on again, unplugging this, and then you were on the phone to Amazon, and then to Samsung, and then you were almost at the point of organising, going to the post office tomorrow and boxing it all up and sending it back, weren't you, and getting a refund?
I actually got the return label from Amazon.
Oh goodness! So you were literally that far into it.
I was that far, and I was pulling out the cables. And I thought, I have switched the plugs around.
Yeah.
But I haven't put it to like another like extension cable. I switched it in that particular extension cable.
Just to a different socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange, that one, I must admit. I'd have thought that if the extension cable was to have had any problems now with it as a result of the power outage, it would have been the whole thing, but clearly not. The main thing is it's working.
It's working.
Yes.
I spoke to my dad about it as well, because he's really good with this sort of thing, and he was like, "Eh?"
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I did was call you. I was like, well, message you. I was like,
what did I do? What's going on? What did I say? You tried turning it off and on again.
You did. I was like, if you wanted to see red, I was like, don't you be so silly. Of course I have.
Yeah.
But it turns out it was, if I just tried a different plug socket or a different extension cable, I could have saved myself 2 hours of my life.
Do you know what?
Hey.
I don't want to sound like an utter idiot here, or an arse or anything like that, but I think if you were to scroll up in that conversation from this morning...
You said a different one.
Yes, I said plug it into a different plug socket.
And of course I thought plug socket, yeah, in the same extension cable. I didn't even think to do a different... And then when I was packing it all away, I was like,
Yeah.
Maybe I should just try it in somewhere else. Like, else.
Yeah.
So I feel very stupid.
Oh no, don't be silly, mate. It was one of those. You were in the... I mean, it went on. You were working. You were in the middle of a work...
In the middle of a Zoom call with a client.
Zoomy call, yeah. So it couldn't have happened at a worse time. So to be fair, you had a lot on your plate as it was. So the main thing is...
Zoom on my phone as well, so I just hopped onto there and said, sorry. But I was so distracted because the screen wasn't working. I was like...
I know.
I can't concentrate on this call anymore.
And it is, you know, I suppose, yes, your computer is the centre of everything when it comes to your desk, I suppose, but the monitor is like the kind of visual centrepiece, isn't it? Because it's a 5K smart monitor, isn't it? So it's super lovely.
It is amazing.
Yes.
But I just couldn't... I was thinking to myself, gosh, really? So I've got a new extension cable coming which has surge protection.
Yeah.
Because thinking about it, I'm not sure how old this extension cable is. It's
Okay.
definitely 7 years as a minimum, because that's how long I've lived in this house.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it might still have surge protection, but at the same time, a power outage can cause all sorts of horrible electrical gremlins, and something that's, yes, it's beautiful and it's extremely expensive and it's really cool, but I suppose you can call it fragile as well in a certain way, because it is so technologically advanced. You know,
Yeah.
I know that they will have surge protection built into them somewhere, and this, that, and the other. But such a short power outage. When you first told me about it, that I said, if you were going to have a power outage, in my opinion, you'd want one that lasted longer than that, because the short one, it's like flicking a light switch on and off really quickly, repeatedly. You will pop the light bulb at some point. So it kind of, that's how it seemed to.
The worst kind.
Yes,
it
very much
was
so.
so quick. I didn't even, if I wasn't on a PC, if it was just a laptop and I didn't have a light on in the room and I didn't have multiple monitors, I wouldn't have even realised.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? But
it was one of them.
Hey ho, the main thing is it's working.
It is, and I'm in the beautiful Ford, heading up the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
you
thought
are.
I'd drive the Ford.
Yeah, why not? It's a lovely tractor, and you can. It's got a wonderful tight turning radius. Not that we need much tight turning radius on this field.
I just like to mix up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's
What speed are you running at, actually, out of interest?
9.
Ooh, I'm at 14, so I'm gonna slowly catch you up. Maybe we can have a grass race.
I would love that.
Yeah. You still got your Maverick outfit on.
I was doing 12 in my little ride along.
Oh, okay. Doing
But that would have been a race.
half a metre at a time. Oh, do you know what would be really cool, actually, just for fun? I know we can't do it on this map, on this save, because we haven't got course play, but seeing if that Husqvarna ride-on mower will work on course play. Imagine setting that off in this field on course play.
How long do you think it'll take? 6 hours?
No.
Oh, I can hear you.
I'm literally like proper Lewis Hamiltoning on your. If it was on your left, I'd do a Captain America and be on your left, but I'm on your I'm on your right. So on your right, there we go.
That's so cool. I may have taken a cheeky little thumbnail there as well.
Oh, have you? Oh, that's a good point. I should consider. Oh, that's quite a good one, actually. Let's have a go at a thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's all about the content, buddy. It's all about the content.
Yeah, the grass mowing Grand Prix of Court Farms.
Like I said, lawnmower simulator today.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, that game was a massive disappointment, I have to say. Sorry to anyone that likes it, but...
Oh, the lawnmower simulator thing.
Yeah, I think it's naff.
I remember, I didn't play it, but I do remember, it feels like ages ago now, but Daggerwin started a series on it. He started making videos with it, and it was literally just exactly that. You just cut people's lawns, and that was it, wasn't it?
So it's really repetitive, it's hard to get new machinery.
Right.
And it's so pedantic. Like, the grass quality is shocking in comparison to one here.
Oh, really?
And you miss one grain of grass and you're trying to search for it for ages just so you can complete a contract.
Really? Oh, is it the pedantry level is high, is it?
Yeah, like 96%. You've got to get 96, 95, 97.
Dear.
And, buddy, I don't have time in my life even to do my own mower, and, you know?
Oh.
And even if I did, 70% would be good enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know what?
Who are these people?
I know. Well, I can't talk. I actually need to do my last mowing in the garden actually before the really cold snap kicks in, because it's looking a few inches long at the minute, and some of Max's toys are buried in the long reeds of grass. So I suppose I do need to give it. But it's a painful job, because the mower I have, it's an electric asthmatic It's like I may as well. I may as
really?
well try and cut the grass with a wet magazine. It's just. It'd be easy just to shout at the grass to try and cut it. It really would.
That's hilarious. Well, haven't I told you about my neighbour Jane? Have I told you about my neighbour Jane?
Yeah, you have. She makes food for you.
She makes loads of food for us.
Yes.
All the time. I think I've told you about that on one of our series.
Yep.
But have I also told you? She's retired, but she's not old.
She mows your grass, doesn't she?
She mows our grass.
You have a neighbour who mows your bloody grass.
I think she's only 65, maybe even 64.
Okay.
She's not yet collection of pension age.
Okay.
But she got made redundant. She had some money, so she was like, "Screw it, I'm gonna stop working."
Yeah.
Love this woman to bits. But every sort of now and again, probably every 2 weeks, on my Ring doorbell, not sponsored,
Yeah.
I get this notification, and it's just Jane mowing my lawn.
Oh.
And sometimes I if I'm in, I'll just shout, "Do you want a cup of coffee?"
I was going to say.
Thanks.
I was going to say. Please tell me you at least offer her some form of brew.
Yeah, and if I go away, I always bring her stuff back as well.
Oh no, it's awesome.
I always joke to my family, you know, she could at least do the weeding as well.
yeah.
Because we have this really immaculate lawn all the time, and there's just weeds around the outside. I'm like, I really need to find a gardener.
Well, fortunately, I don't have any weeds to deal with. I've got a couple of dandelions, but apart from that, everything just gets trampled by my dog.
Yeah, that's the benefits of having a 50-kilogram dog, I suppose.
Apart from the fact.
But this is our front garden, and our back garden doesn't have any grass.
Oh, doesn't it? Have
So
you got a maintenance-free back garden?
Yeah, we live. Well, we have a really, really tiny back garden, so we just use it as where we do have a tiny bit of grass. It's baked that astroturfy stuff.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
so the girls can go and do business,
Yeah.
even though Luna will not do business in our back garden.
Oh
at all.
yeah. Remember
She is a diva.
See, you've told me that before. Yeah, she doesn't. She won't go in her own back garden.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it. You know, there's like the adage saying don't poop on your own doorstep. Yeah, she won't poop all way in the back garden, front garden, anything. So we have to take her out. She's very good at holding it. 3 times a day, square. She's good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one thing, I guess.
So our back garden is just for human entertainment.
I was going to say, humans don't go out to use a toilet in the back garden, do they? Goodness me.
Depends how drunk you are.
Well,
I'm joking.
yeah. Ew. That's what. Oh, dear me.
No, dude.
Nice.
No, all good. Yeah.
Good.
So I don't know how we got on that subject.
I think it started with mowing our grass, then it was lawn mowing simulator, then I said I think I've got to mow my grass, and then we started talking about dogs, garden.
Oh yeah, so it's your fault.
It's my well. Why am I?
Always.
Yeah, it's always my fault. Everything's my fault in this house. Always.
Oh no, it's not.
It is.
I don't know what I would do without you, buddy. So.
Well, you'd. Well, no. Today. I was going to say today. You fixed the problem today, though, didn't you? With your monitor, that was entirely you.
Yeah. Well, I probably could have fixed it earlier if I just thought a bit more laterally.
If you'd have read the message I sent.
Yeah, that one. I followed it, but didn't follow it.
Yeah, but you were. We've all been there when your phone just keeps on going ding ding every 2 seconds and someone's messaging.
Because I also had loads of other people messaging me, and I was like, oh,
yes,
go away, everybody.
Yeah, sod off.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to focus on one thing at a time. And
yes,
I had about
your
1 billion emails in my inbox, and people chasing me up, and I thought, okay, breathe.
And trying to speak to Amazon and Samsung to try and understand why your monitor's being a knob. Pardon my French.
But it was just me being the...
It was the plug. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was the plug.
Well, I'm just pleased because I still get to play on this lovely screen.
Yep. You haven't got to downgrade for a few days and just play on a lowly 1080p screen. I'm coming round to lap you again, I reckon, by that. I'm probably 50 yards away behind you, catching you bit by bit.
I'm gonna wait and get a really cool screenshot.
Oh, okay. I might do the same, actually, for the sake of the...
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my fluff up in a minute. Hang on.
Well, I know...
Fluffing it up.
I know we're in... I appreciate that we're still filming the video, so please bear with us here, viewers. But no, I need to give you a tip for thumbnails.
Oh, you want me to do the zoomy in stuff?
Go into your F6 or your easy dev controls and change.
35.
Yeah, 35. The magic number is 35 for me, anyway, personally. Yeah. And then there you can take your screenshot. Apologies, viewers. Sorry that we're doing our video editing and everything all on the fly here.
Beautiful.
But yeah.
I'll just fluff it up a little bit so we get some action. There you go. Some fluff.
Honestly, bloody hell, are you the fluffer today? Are you? Sorry.
It's about all I'm good for, you know, buddy.
Oh, don't. Honestly. Right. I've overtaken you again now.
Back to seriousness.
Back to seriousness.
I suppose I could have picked a faster tractor, but nah.
Well, no, it's alright. No, it does the job. That's the whole purpose of the tractor. It's not all about speed and power, as Mr. Clarkson would like it to be. It's, yeah. It's a cracking little...
It's about class.
Or Ford. Haha, see what I did there? Sorry.
Very good. I love that. Oh god, that was almost your funniest joke of all time.
Almost my fun. I'm here all night. Yeah, that took a few seconds for you to click that one, didn't it?
It did.
Tick, tick, ding. Oh yeah.
Ding,
Dear me.
Boom.
Countdown. Yeah.
Countdown.
Nope.
Oh, have we got collision on these as well? These thingamabobs.
Have we got collision? Oh, I don't know actually.
Around them.
I went around it because I didn't intentionally try and crash into it, but I'm assuming there is because we have collisions.
Yep, there's definitely collision on that.
Yeah. No, I did it sensibly. I just reversed gently. I didn't go head on at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed actually. I thought. Thank you for doing that for me.
It's all right, yeah. Hey, I tell you what though, this job, we're probably halfway, maybe a bit more than halfway around this. It's taken less time. I keep on missing little chunks like that. Goodness.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well, no, can't have that. I have to stop and reverse and get them.
So I'm interested to see what the yield is. Just visually, it doesn't look very good.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Done it again. Let's bring up the heads-up display. Yeah, the pH values and the nitrogen values are both bad, so I can't...
Yeah, we probably... I don't know why we didn't treat it, but we'll treat it after this run.
It was already hard. It was already...
Oh, it was already harvestable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's why we didn't do it.
Yeah, this has been sat in this ready-to-harvest state now since... pretty much since we started this save, so
it's just the last job on the list, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Once we were getting set up, and now that we've got all of our arable fields planted and seeded, and growing away, as it were, we've just got this one to do. Now I'm curious as to whether the cable has got collisions on. Ooh, has it? Oh no, it hasn't. Oh, that's handy.
Is it alright?
Yeah, the little earth strap cable thing that comes down to the ground, that's fortunately doesn't have a collision on it, so...
Oh yeah, that would be a bit annoying if it did.
It would, but...
It'd be way too realistic. But you know how we could have fixed it? I could have gone in my little mower through that.
Oh, mate. Yes, you could have done, actually. Hold my beer. Let me go and get my little ride-on mower.
Let me sort that little crevice out.
Yeah. I'll go all the way back to the shed, get my little Husqvarna and come back just to do that square foot of grass. Every little helps.
I'm telling you, it's top class content.
Absolutely, yeah. No stone
Our
left
viewers
unturned.
would just love it.
Yeah, our attention to detail. Well, sticking with that. Oh no, I'm going to leave that bit there because it's already. Oh no, I can do. I'm going to TED that. I'm going to cut this. I'm just going to run round this telegraph pole again, just to get these tiny little bits that I've missed.
Yeah, I can see a few darker patches of grass as well, but
Yeah.
that'll just all blend.
That it will.
If you can cope with that.
Oh, I can cope with it.
See, I'm not a perfectionist. I'm a 99% girl. That extra 1% don't bother me.
I'm not I wouldn't. Well, I suppose I am. Well, no, I don't know if I am a perfectionist or not. It's just the OCD, and that I feel there's a difference. And I don't get me wrong. I don't have.
No. There is. I think there is a difference.
Yeah, I'm certainly.
Louise, my sister.
Yeah.
Is a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Like serious perfectionist.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she won't mind me saying this. She would rather do anything else than tidy the house. She's a bit like me. She's like, yeah, rather go to the gym. Well, she would rather go to the gym. She's a gym bunny.
A gym bunny.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So any like OCD like that, she doesn't have. But when it comes to like her work, because she's a graphic designer, my goodness, perfection is critical for her.
Yeah.
So in her professional life, it actually pays dividends. But sometimes for someone like me, that's a 99% girl, or even 90%, it can be quite infuriating working with someone that wants everything to be perfect. So I just leave her to it because she's great at what she does.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to adapt to a perfectionist, I think.
No, I think you're right.
When you're not a perfectionist.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah. No, yeah, I can.
And OCD is a condition.
Well, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I joke and say that I have because games like this are very good for exercising an OC. I'm saying OCD in inverted commas because it's just I just can't stand missing little bits or bits off in this game a field. You know, when a combine harvester, when I run a combine harvester in a field and it misses little bits around the edges, I have to go and get them, even though it adds 0.0001% of a litre of crop into the harvester. It's like, no, it's got to be done, you know.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, especially now I'm making videos and presenting them to the public and all you wonderful people. It's like, I can't leave that like that. I'll get told off. What are you doing? Missing bits. So but
I wouldn't tell you off, but I can imagine. I appreciate the attention to detail. I think there's a big difference. There's a big difference, and you definitely in this game. It's just about being professional, I suppose. But
yes, it's okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
You wouldn't leave it in real life farming, would you? So every little bit counts.
It does. Yes, it does. I tell you what, though, Mrs. Sim Gamer, I am just having a quick look-see at the time that we're on for this here clip, and I was just thinking. I know that we were discussing whether we try and do it in one hit, but for the sake of not boring our wonderful viewers to death doing exactly the same thing, should we still say a very quick goodbye now, get this field mowed, and bring everybody back when we are rowing and baling?
That sounds like a delightful idea.
Wunderbar. Okie dokie.
Wunderbar.
Right. Okay, everyone. So we shall say a very quick temporary goodbye again, as per usual, and we will pick you up when we are doing the latter stages of this work in here, getting everything rowed and baled. So, see you soon.
See you soon. Bye for now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hello, mate.
Welcome back.
How are you all doing? Hope everyone's good. So we've got the mowing and the tedding finished, and we are now doing our very best not to drive through a hedge with our rower and our baler now to get our hay bales on.
We are indeed. I'm interested to see how many bales we get. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have a bale counter. So we're going to have to count them after it. No, it doesn't have a bale counter.
Well, you've got the in-game thing. In the menu, you can just go to the...
I don't think multiplayer has stats.
Oh, doesn't it?
No.
I'm looking right now. Oh, goodness. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
We're going to have to count them by hand, mate. Goodness me.
I have just noticed, though, we've got the bale size on this set to 125. Did you want me to
make
up
them
that?
Yeah. I don't actually think we've... Oh, we have used that baler. You used it in the last episode, didn't you, when you did those? Yeah.
I can go up to 150, not 180, but 150.
Make them as big as possible, mate. Absolutely. Yeah. You see, that was something that I hadn't even thought of. Although saying that,
did I
think I had thought of it back when we were setting this up, before we made the first episode. We had a different baler in mind that does 180 centimetre bales, but that baler didn't work for multiplayer. That's one of the things that was causing us a problem. So then we had to go straight into let's just get this baler, and now we're left with this one that only does what? So what is it? 150 centimetres max, is it?
150, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, it is what it is.
There's a couple on here 125 until I just realised that we were running on the small.
Okay, not to worry. Not to worry. I tell you, do you know what I'm going to end up doing?
What?
Well, I'm going to be off camera when we've done this episode, sometime in between this episode and the next picking them up with the telehandler and the bale fork, which doesn't have universal auto load on it because of multiplayer.
We should get a auto stacker. Not an auto loader, an auto stacker.
Oh, one of those weird looking things that's got the big arm that comes out and picks up the bales, and they're quite expensive, aren't they?
They are, but they're very good, and you don't need to pick them up by hand.
I'm sure they are. A Nissan GTR's very good, but I haven't got one on my drive because it's too expensive.
This is virtual money, buddy. We can pay.
Do we get a loan? Should we get a loan for a few quid and buy a bale stacker, or what do we do? Although saying that, we can wait till we've got our potatoes and sold them.
Yeah, we can wait.
Yeah, we can wait.
I mean, you want to go and pick all these bales up. I can tell. I can tell in your voice.
It's quite enjoyable. I'll be honest. It's been a part of the game that up until now, and when I say now, I mean recently, in the last couple of weeks, months, whatever, since doing YouTube stuff, I've felt that I needed to do it because when I started the other Court Farm series, I had a trailer with auto load, and I felt like I was cheating, just going and picking them all up and just driving past a bale and
it does feel cheaty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just appears on the trailer, and it's like, yeah, it's all good and proper. It makes the job quicker. I get that, but I want to do it properly. I should be doing it properly.
Yeah.
I'm old enough and ugly enough now to do things properly. So I was like, right, yep, I'm doing it. So I sold the auto load trailer, and eventually got hold of a proper flatbed trailer that doesn't have auto load. It doesn't have universal auto load. I have to put every bale on it.
Yeah, I think that's the episode I just watched. Your episode 18.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I
I
think so. You mentioned it, and you did a time lapse.
Oh, with the bale, with the telehandler picking up bales.
Telehandler, yeah.
Yeah, was that with the blue Roland trailer? Can you remember?
May have been. I just remember it's the telehandler we've got in this series.
Yes, yeah, it's a lovely little.
And the one that Scruffed has.
Yes, yeah. But yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do them all by hand now, or just by hand, one by one. So.
But auto stack isn't cheating.
No. The game, that's base game stuff, isn't it? So I'll take that. It's if it's in the base game, it's fine. Yeah.
Oopsie. Talking about realistic, I just shoved the back of the baler right through a hedge.
Oh, good job. Good job. We don't have collisions on these here hedges, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose, I promise.
Oh, you'd be rude.
So I wonder if there are many modded versions of Zaka. We should have a look at that.
Yeah.
Because like you say, the base game ones are very expensive. They're also very long and large. So
they are.
Maybe there's a modded version.
That's not a bad trail of thought, to be honest, mate. Yeah, we should look into that.
Yeah.
But saying that, we don't even have a bale trailer. We haven't even got a flatbed trailer to put things on,
No,
have we?
we don't.
So,
No.
like I did in between this episode and the previous one, the bales of hay that you baled up in the last episode, I just ran around and picked them up and stacked them neatly in our shed. Oh, that's what we didn't show everybody, didn't we? The last episode, obviously, everybody, we were doing some seeding. I was doing some seeding, and Mrs. SG was doing some grass mowing and some baling, and yeah, I've picked up all the bales and I've put them in a shed, nice and neat. So the baler came to live outside, and the bales went to live. You can actually just see them if you're on my side of the video here. The shed that's on the end there, you can just see the bales stacked up next to where we've got our pallets and chicken crates. So yeah.
Yeah, that looks... I can't wait until we've got plenty of hay in there. The idea is that we have over 300,000 litres of silage.
Yep.
FARMERSIM has checked as well. It was a multiplayer quirk. So the corn silage will ferment.
Yeah.
And we're thinking it's going to be able to be uncovered in November.
Yep. That's what, yeah, that is right, yeah. And on top of that as well, there have been some of you wonderful viewers who've popped into the comments of the last video to let us know that I think it was Daggerwin who's also does a multiplayer series, and he has had the same experience, the silo bunker thing that they've got something fermenting in. It went from 0 to 100 overnight kind of thing. And there was rather
than progressive.
Yeah, yeah. And then the next game day / month, he was then able to remove the blanket. So I'm assuming we're going to have that same experience.
So the idea is that all this hay will... Hopefully we get close to 300,000 litres. If we do, then that would be incredible. And we've got enough feed for winter.
So each bale is 6,500 litres.
Nice.
So
okay, that's good.
I'm going to try my very best to try and do head mathematics and stay in a reasonable straight line while rowing. How many bales do we need at 6,500 litres a bale to get about 300,000 litres of hay? I don't know.
I can hear cogs going.
I can hear them grinding. They're not going, they're grinding. There's smoke and steam coming from them. I'm tempted right now, while I'm in a straight line. There we go.
Pull up the calculator.
I'm going to reach for the calculator on my phone, because it looks like I'm still staying in a straight line. So what we're on, 300,000 litres divided by that equals 46 bales we want, which I think we're probably going to get somewhere near, actually.
We might do, but the yield is not that great. This is not a good yield.
No, okay. I suppose it's not. But again, just the only thing I can refer to is my other Court Farm save where I was done grass silage, and in the bales from there I had the field that's next to the grain mill. I got 38 bales out of that.
Wow. Was that fully fertilised?
Yes, it was. It was, but it's also much smaller than this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Swings and roundabouts.
3 bales a length, and I'm talking about the longest straight.
Okay.
So yeah, we might get lucky.
We might be all right. We might be all right. The main point is, even if we don't hit the 300,000, we've still got
a lot.
You still use more silage to hay in the Keenan mixer that we've got. I think the ratio that I've got in my mind is we use 2 silage bales, although we haven't got it in bales, have we? So essentially we fill it up to about 55% silage, we chuck a bale of hay in, and then pad the rest out with straw.
The issue is we don't have any straw.
Not yet. We don't. But
not yet.
No, but we can still get the ratios about right.
Yeah, we'll pad it out with as much straw as possible.
Yes.
To keep the recipe balanced.
Yes, we will. We'll get there, though.
We can always use mineral feed as well if we needed to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that is a very good idea. Yep. Keep it
this
as...
corner here, buddy, can you run the windrow around that at the end?
Yeah. No, I thought for the sake of just following it round and keeping it relatively neat, I thought we can pick that bit up at the end. It's a bit of a bit of a messy bit.
A bit of a pickle.
Bit of a pickle. Nothing worse than a bit of a pickle.
So we haven't really talked about food today.
Do you know what? We haven't, have we? No. Yeah. Food. Could do with some food, actually. It's.
Yeah, I had a curry tonight.
Oh,
homemade curry.
What type of a curry?
It was another Thai curry.
God.
It was really nice.
Oh, I could murder a curry right now, mate. Oh, Rogan Josh.
Liam did most of it as well, actually. So I barely did anything by the time I got down there.
Good lad. Good lad. Oh,
I know.
I could murder a curry. I do like a spice. I do. Can you do a
bit of spice?
Can you do a vindaloo?
No.
Can you not?
I would pass out.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh,
my dad is amazing with spice, but I definitely got the gut of my mum.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Mrs. FARMERSIM is the same. She doesn't do. She can only do curry-wise. She can only do a korma. That's as far as she can go.
Oh really? That doesn't even have spice.
No, I know. That's exactly it. She doesn't do any.
What about Pasanda?
No. She can literally only do a korma.
Well, I tell you what. Some people really struggle with spice, and I suppose we're not really. I think obviously spice wasn't in my. When I was young, we didn't really have many curries. It was only when I got to late teens, we started to discover curry. And my mum isn't much of a spice person either, so...
Yeah. No, I must admit, I think my history with that is about the same, you know. I think we didn't really start picking up into curries until early teenage years. I think when I was very young, when we lived up in Edinburgh, Chinese food was about as exotic
as it gets.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I'd love a Chinese takeaway though. Spring rolls and salt and pepper chicken wings.
Oh,
I'm making
I
myself
love salt and pepper chicken.
And ribs, salt and pepper chicken, salt and pepper ribs. Sorry, salt and pepper anything, salt and pepper chips.
Oh,
this is a nightmare.
Actually, I tell you what, I've got a really good salt and pepper chicken recipe. I need to give it to you.
Have you?
Fresh chicken. Get it all completely covered in corn flour, so it's really juicy.
Yeah.
And then shove in loads of salt, loads of pepper, and just cook it. And it's just beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Do you put like chopped onions and chili peppers and stuff in it? And
oh yeah, you can do whatever you want with the sauce.
Yeah.
But corn flour is the key to everything chicken.
Yes. Yeah. It gives it a nice texture on the outside, doesn't it?
Yes.
Not doing ourselves any favours here, are we?
No, I'm starving now.
It's 20 to 9 at night.
15 minutes.
I know.
I know. Can't go eating at this time of night.
Yes, you can. Well, I can.
Up like a. Well, this is the reason Gaviscon exists, right?
Yeah. No, I think I'm just going to make do with biscuits. Cheese and digestives, I think I'm going to munch on.
Yes.
Do you know what, actually?
Yes.
Is one of the most... This is, in comparison to Chinese food and curry and Indian and all that exotic yumminess, this is absolutely awful. But this is it's something that me and my mate used to eat back in the days of college, when we were like proper students, just little, melted cheese sandwiches. Have you ever had one of them? Literally, just 2 pieces of bread with a little bit of butter on, and a load of sliced cheese, proper cheese, not cheese slices, but slices of proper cheese, good decent chunks.
Best thing.
Put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and it's
just. The Americans call it grilled cheese, don't they? But they put it in the pan and fry it off in the pan.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, or literally the grill. They put it under the grill, don't they?
On the grill.
Like cheese on toast, but in a sandwich. Oh, cheese on toast!
I love cheese on toast.
God
Do you
damn
know
it!
what
I'm
makes
having
cheese on toast even more amazing?
more cheese on toast.
Double the amount.
Double the
No, tomato ketchup
Well, standard.
on
Yeah,
on the cheese.
and Worcester sauce. Do you put Worcester sauce on the
Worcester
cheese? You have to put
sauce.
Worcester sauce onto the cheese while it's under the grill.
Yes, so it bubbles up.
And I've done this a few times. If you're fortunate enough at the time when you're making your said cheese on toast to have more than one type of cheese in the fridge, you make stripy cheese on toast, and it's amazing. It's literally like red Leicester and cheddar, for example. Cut it up into equal sizes, and then lay it out on the bread, like in stripes, and then make honestly 2 cheeses melted together with your Worcestershire sauce, and obviously ketchup on the side to dip into when you're all done and dusted. But oh my god, yeah,
That is just heaven.
yes, it is rather good.
When people are ill, they say you should have soup. Me, cheese on toast.
Yeah,
Every time.
Yeah. My gran was always a chicken soup person when she was ill. It was always a bowl of chicken soup. It was like, really?
Doesn't help me.
No, it
And
doesn't.
the time when I'm ill, I'm too hot anyway. So I just
Yeah.
don't need anything like soup in my life.
Did your mum or your parents ever do, when you were ill, when you were younger, did you ever get the Lucozade treatment?
I tell you what, no. But as an adult, I go straight for Lucozade.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of hydration.
Yeah.
I use their sport for the sport Lucozade.
Spout.
Thank you.
You're very
And-
welcome.
Oh, it's amazing, especially if you have a sickness bug.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I get ill, I just can't clench first.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So-
Yeah.
I can nail 6 of those bottles and it just about sorts me out. Or before I go for a blood test, which as you know I've had so many recently,
Yeah.
I neck 2 bottles of Lucozade Sport hydration
Yeah.
and my veins pop right out.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause
Make the
I-
job easier.
So I have veins that hide.
Okay.
But the phlebotomist, when they're up, apparently I have deep and juicy veins, everybody. Deep and juicy veins.
Deep and juicy veins.
That is how they have been described.
Okay. That's a new one for
And
me.
it sounds like a really weird movie, right?
That it does.
But yes, deep and juicy veins, my friends.
I can't say I've ever had any adjectives labelled onto my veins, if I'm honest.
I didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
Yeah. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I've got no point of reference for that.
But to get my deep and juicy veins out, I need lots and lots and lots of water.
Okay. The one thing that Lucozade does, though, because of my mum's a retired nurse, everybody, and so obviously when I was younger, I could never wag off school. I could never be ill, or I'd try and fake an illness because, you know, Mum had all the
was like-
tools. She had a thermometer. No, you're not got a temperature. Bugger off. You go to school. It's like, oh. But Lucozade, the original flavour Lucozade, the orange one.
Original.
That just makes me remember being ill every time even because it's got a
Yeah,
very distinct
can't-
flavour. It just makes me think of
does.
being ill when I was 8, and it was like, oh. So I can't do it anymore.
It is phenomenal how tastes and smells have the ability to,
Linger.
and control your emotions as well. Like remind you deeply of certain things.
Yeah.
It's fascinating,
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is cool.
unless it's a bad memory.
Well, there's that.
You're like,
There's that banana medicine as well. I can't remember what it was called,
oh my goodness.
but there was a medicine that was in a glass jar that was yellow. It was banana flavoured, and it was. I mean, I'm going back to 1985 at least now. I can't remember what it was called, and that was obviously really tasty. So that was a positive of being ill. Can I have some more medicine? And Calpol.
Cowpole.
Goddamn Calpol. I could neck that from the bottle right now. It's so tasty.
So good.
Thick, treacly, sweet Calpol. Oh, I want to be ill.
It was the benefit of being ill. But
Yeah.
even I remember that yellowy one.
Do you?
And
yeah. And you're like
I'm a
100 years younger than me.
baby.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what
I
I can't remember what it
always
was
was
called.
always ill as a kid, apparently.
Oh, were you?
But, yeah, ear infections galore.
Were you a doctor's wet dream?
Tracks. I was, yeah. If I was in private, yeah. But
Yeah.
NHS, I'm just an annoyance.
Oh, mate. Don't be daft. My mum would have loved if she was an NHS nurse.
I love NHS nurses are the best in the world.
Oh, they are, yeah.
They're there because they love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the difference.
Although I didn't love it. As I say, I couldn't wag off school.
Couldn't-
Not feeling well today, Mum. No, you are. You're fine. You've not got a temperature.
Yep.
You've not got a rash. You've not throwing up. You've slept fine. Sod off. Go to school.
See, if I just said, Mum, I've got a tummy ache. Okay, you go curl up in a blanket.
Oh,
Thanks, Mum.
yeah. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I couldn't do any of that. You're fine.
Yeah.
Your temperature's...
You're fine.
Yeah. And Mum, she could even do the... I suppose many parents could probably do that, but she could even just take your temperature just with the hand on the forehead. So it was like, no, you're fine. I was like, oh, what? I don't want... And then the truth came out, like, within minutes, maybe after a few tears. It was like, but I don't want to go to school. I know you don't, but you're going. Get off. Come on, off you go.
Oh. I could just imagine a mini farmer sim.
A mini...
Like, saying, I don't want to go to school.
I don't think there's ever been a mini farmer sim. I was born 5'5", I think.
Yeah, you are of the vertically advanced
I'm a lanky
individual.
sod. Yeah. Vertically advanced.
Whereas I always say I'm vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged. yeah. They're like little and large.
Little and large.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my mum and dad, one's 4'11", the other one's 6.
4'11". 4'11".
4'11".
That's Hobbit level height, isn't it?
I know.
Like proper Baggins. Baggins.
She's just perfect in every way. But yeah, when they're next to each other, it's hilarious. There's just
Brilliant.
I think I've talked about the height difference before, and it is funny.
Yeah.
But and my dad's younger as well. He's a toy boy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, very
He's
good.
a toy boy.
Boy.
My mum scored a RAF man.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone that doesn't know what a RAF man, RAF, Royal Air Force.
Yeah.
Just in case we have American viewers thinking, what?
That's it. Was he a pilot in the RAF? I'm sure you've told me this before, actually, because I know he's well,
he works with Boeing, but he can
right.
fly planes, yes.
Yeah.
But he's a simulator engineer.
That's right. Yes.
And now project manager
Yeah.
that works all around the world, putting simulators in which train pilots.
Do you know what? The memory has just flashed back to me now. We had this conversation about the flight simulators and your father while we were harvesting on Purbeck.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in the harvester, and I think you were picking up the straw swath. I think no, or you were either running grain cart or picking up the straw swath. One of the two. But yes.
One of the two. But
I had a
he's
flashback then.
quite cool. So
Yeah.
obviously I've been able to fly multi-million pound simulators. And it is terrifyingly real. So
Do you know what?
yeah,
I'd
Dad's tried to teach me to fly, and I was like, okay, this is quite scary actually.
I'd take the simulator any day of the week though, compared to getting in a real plane. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
you're not a fan, are you?
No, not a fan. Can't stand it. No.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring you back a load of Dramamine from America, because I'm going to America in a few weeks, aren't I?
What's Dramamine?
It will knock you right out. So
Is this just for giggles? Because I'm not planning on getting on a plane soon, so you're just going to go and buy me some drugs
'cause
to
we're gonna-
knock me out?
We need to go to FarmCon together next time.
Oh, of course. I'm going to
So-
drive. I'm going to...
Yeah, we could drive, or we could make this into a thing. I could just knock you out with Dramamine,
Oh, good
put you
God.
in a wheelchair, and I'll take you on. You'll wake up in some weird town in Germany. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Let's put it to a vote, guys. Shall we drive?
Should we drug FARMERSIM?
Although Autobahn.
There you go. You see. And
we'll drive.
And my car's got a Type R badge on it, so yes, Autobahn it is.
Yes.
Ah, you see.
Autobahn sounds epic.
I win.
I've been on the Autobahn. I think I've told you about this in the most horrific taxi before. And the thing was, we were going so fast.
Really?
The thing was shaking. The suitcases, he ended up breaking the suitcases, whacked into my side, a massive bruise.
No way.
So, but we had this beautiful Mercedes on the way to the event, and it was amazing. But on the way back, I have never been car sick, but my gosh,
really,
I actually got out shaking
because of the speed.
Because the quality of the car, I think. Well, no, I think speed's good for me. I'm good with speed.
But what do you mean? The quality was bad in the car? You mean the quality of the car?
To be honest, it felt like I was in a tin can. I may as well have been in a Heinz Beans can.
Well,
it was terrifying.
My Civic Type R is not much more. It's a it's not a Type R isn't a luxury car. It's a track car for the road essentially. So it's, although mine is a bit more refined, it's full. It's got much more sound deadening in it because it's got a big stereo. And
it won't shake if it goes at 120, 150 miles an hour, though, will it? Will it?
It won't shake. Well, it's. I mean,
all right, we might have to take my Range Rover.
No.
If I still have it, then.
Oh no, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you can't. I thought you were planning on.
I'm going to have to switch
going
it.
eco,
can't.
Yeah, you can't be.
Yeah, bank balance. If the launch is actually going pretty well for the new site.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, two electric cars, because obviously Louise would have to have one as well, because we're both 50-50 partners.
Oh, of course.
Quite an expense.
So
but,
does she have a Range Rover then?
No, she has a Mazda. Which one? It's a smaller car, much smaller car.
Okay.
But she likes bigger cars, and like me, and I'm an automatic girl because of my legs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably. The dream would be 2 Teslas Y series and private plates with CGN on the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
CGN 1, CGN 2. That'd be awesome.
That'd be quite an expensive number plate, that will. I think. Yeah. Tell you what, though, mate.
We're at the end of our recording, aren't we?
We certainly are, mate. We're almost at the end of the work in this field. The time has literally flown by, as it were. Although, no, I suppose we're actually probably about halfway with this one, actually, aren't we? But yeah, we're at half an hour now, so I'm afraid for this here episode, which is episode 4, isn't it?
4, I think. Yeah.
Goodness me, there we are.
A month's flown by.
Certainly has, mate. It certainly has. So, I suppose, you know what, I'm gonna stop the engine. I'm going to get out. Come over and see you. Where are you? There we are. All right, Maverick.
All right.
Right.
Maverick is not a bad nickname. I'll take that.
Yeah. It's a shame we can't put it on the window of your tractor.
Oh, I know. Customization. Anybody watching that wants to do that for us? That would be very cool.
That would be cool.
Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. What do they need to do, FARMERSIM?
The YouTube thing, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already,
please.
Of course. We love reading your comments. We've loved all the wonderful feedback we've had from everybody since starting this series. So yeah, thank you for your time watching the video, everyone. We really hope you've enjoyed it and enjoyed our mindless banter as we've mowed this grass and sorted this field out so far. It will be done by come the next episode, though. I'll work myself away in between episodes, get it all finished off. But yeah.
And thank you so much. Thank you to you, FARMERSIM.
You're very welcome,
enjoyable
mate.
Evening in the fields.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Righto. We'll see you all in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye
for now.